afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain speaking. Buckle up. Get ready for takeoff. Today, we're flying the direction of something a lot of people overlook. Being a good steward. And the Bible has a lot to say about that. So why am I covering being a good steward? Well, let's see if we can move this camera just a little bit. I had to move the camera just a little bit. So why am I covering being a good steward? Well, today I want to start a series on money and finance. The reason for doing this is I want to lay the groundwork. And being a good steward with your money, with what you have, will help get you out of poverty. I'm hearing story after story. I've seen plenty of TikTok videos. The problem with TikTok, you gotta take it with a grain of salt. See, plenty of people who say, I can't pay my bills, I'm living paycheck to paycheck, and so we're gonna answer that. Oh my gosh, how am I gonna pay my rent? So, what's the captain's take on all this? So, that's why we're gonna start this series. And I just like, when I get off work, I see the long lines at McDonald's, the long lines at Seven Brew. I'm going, look at Seven Brew. I mean, look at that, the line of cars. Look at the line of cars at McDonald's and Sonic and Dairy Queen. But not Burger King. Nobody goes to Burger King. Wendy's has got long lines too. So I'm going, oh, if we're struggling, everybody's got these nice, beautiful cars. They can afford the energy drinks, the Labubus, and Stanley Cups. So I'm seeing two conflicting stories here. So when people are struggling, say, okay, where's your money going? So we're going to talk about being a good steward. We're going to start with stewardship because, like I said, I want to lay the groundwork because I see things that conflict with what I see on YouTube and TikTok. Because if you click on YouTube and TikTok, you'd think the sky is falling. Chicken Little. That's a story. But what my eyes see when I drive down South Glenstone or the Spur in Marshfield, I'm going, look at the lines of cars. Not just Starbucks, Seven Brew. Look at the long line. When the McDonald's in Marshfield, the lines never stop. So I'm kind of like, okay. And people are constantly saying they don't have any money. But they have money from McDonald's. They have money for that truck payment for that $80,000 truck they just bought to impress people they don't know. With money they don't have. I see that, and I watch Dave Ramsey, and people call in all the time with their money struggles. If you watch Caleb on YouTube, he's also got people on his show struggling with money. What's going on here? So I did one video already, 20 things that you waste your money on. Cigarettes, alcohol, drugs, gambling like sports betting. Oh my god, that's a big deal. Oh my gosh. Lottery tickets, that's a scam and a half. There's things that you can cut back on if you wanted to and put your money in a better place. So that's what inspired me to do this. So again, being a good steward. Most people think stewardship means money. Nope, the Bible says it's your money, your time, your gifts, your work, even the planet God put you on, so let's jump in. Exactly. That'll be the first topic. We're going to break this up into a series. It's just, there's no other way. There's just too much content here. And what is a steward? A steward is someone who manages something that belongs to someone else. Like being a manager. You're a manager. And the Bible is clear about one thing. Nothing actually belongs to us. It's kind of like you're living on borrowed time. You ever played Monopoly as a kid? I did. I also played this game Life. Remember that board game I got at the flea market, the 70s edition? Yeah, that's another game. So I learned financial responsibility and financial literacy as a child. Now, a lot of people didn't. So there's a lot of factors here that play into getting out of that paycheck to paycheck. We're gonna do that this week. The next few videos, it's gonna be a series. There's lots of factors. This is one of them. And I grew up in Sunday school, so what does the Bible have to say? We're also going to check into secular history, what other people had to say about money and stewardship. Even the secular world talks about this. So, Psalm 24 verse 1, the earth is the Lord's and everything in it. So the Bible has a lot to say about money. It's not politically correct either. So everything you've got, your talents, your job, your income, your children, your opportunities, yes, you're managing what God gave you. Exactly. So, this video, we're going to talk about the parable of the talents, or the parable of the bags of gold. I got it here on my phone. It's Matthew chapter 25, verses 14 through 30. So get your good book out, those of you that have the good book. And we're going to go over this. Like I said, this is going to be a series, so this is going to be part 1. So this is the big one. Jesus talks about the 3 servants, and that they were given different amounts of money. One was given 5 talents, the other 2 talents, the other 1 talent. 2 of them doubled what they had. The last guy buried his in the ground and didn't do anything with it. And we're going to read about what happened to that guy. Oh, yeah, Jesus, the Son of God, is telling you this story. I'm going to give a shout out to my friend Mark, and I'll message him so he'll know. Hey, Mark, United States Navy veteran, and so he talks about money on his channel. We're going to talk about that this week, next few videos, because people are saying, I'm struggling. Why doesn't God bless me? I pray asking God for more money. Why doesn't he just give me more money? How come miracle money never comes my way? Miracle blessings. Well, that talent. See, God sees the whole picture. He sees the whole shebang. He needs to know he can trust you with what he gives you. Thanksgiving is coming around the corner. Oh, that's another one. Giving thanks for what you have. Being thankful for what God did give you. Are you thankful, or do you complain a lot? So let's get into it. This is the Son of God himself saying this. Like I said, 2 of them doubled what they had. The last guy buried his in the ground and didn't do anything with it. He did nothing with what God gave him. And Jesus said something very powerful. Well done, my good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with a few things. I will make you rule over many. That's what he said to the man who had 5, the man who had 2. The message: God expects us to do something with what he's given us. Not bury it, not sit on it, not complain about how small it is. Okay, now this is where I think a lot of people have gifts that God gave them. God gave every one of us a gift. Are you using that gift to bless his kingdom? Are you sitting on it? Look at Joni Eareckson Tada. Look her up. She's quadriplegic. They even made a movie about her. Now she's a famous evangelist. Look her up. Joni Eareckson Tada. There are people with handicaps who are missing limbs, and they do amazing things. You see them all the time. They even have Olympics for some of them. They participate in their own Olympic Games. That's doing something. They may be handicapped, but they don't stop them from running a marathon. I've seen these guys. Or joining a basketball team even though you're in a wheelchair. Oh man, one of my best friends is blind and he has a job at the university. I've seen people do incredible things despite their handicaps. Okay, so what are we talking about? The parable of the bags of gold. So we're going to read it to you. So get your good book out. Matthew chapter 25, verses 14 through 30. Now, this script is very brief, so we're going to actually read. What does it actually say? Okay, so this is the Son of God talking here. Again, it would be like a man going on a journey who called his servants and entrusted his wealth to them. To one he gave 5 bags of gold, to another 2 bags, and to another 1 bag. I'm going somewhere with this. Each according to his ability. According to his ability. That's true. Then he went on his journey. The man who had received 5 bags of gold went at once and put his money to work and gained 5 bags more. So also the one with 2 bags of gold gained 2 more. So he also did something with it. But the man who had received 1 bag went off, dug a hole in the ground, and hid his master's money. It wasn't his money, so he just hid it. But the other 2 did something with it. Okay. After a long time, the master of those servants returned and settled accounts with them. The man who had received 5 bags of gold brought the other 5. Master, he said, you entrusted me with 5 bags of gold. See, I have gained 5 more. Now, someone like Kevin O'Leary on Shark Tank, he must know about this. He has mastered this. I guarantee it, he has. After a long time, the master of those servants returned and settled accounts with them. Okay, so the man who had received 5 bags, I read this already. And master replied, well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Come share your master's happiness. He was pleased. He was proud of him. He did something with the talents. He did something with the bags of gold. He invested it. Maybe he started businesses, created jobs, boosted the local economy. Who knows what he did? Maybe he invested in himself. Maybe he started a YouTube channel. Started his own podcast. That's doing something. Maybe he bought into crypto. Now crypto made more. He could have invested and actually lost it. But the story doesn't speak about that. So what would have happened if he had lost it? I don't know. But at least he tried. He did something. But the guy who did nothing, see, that's the whole point of this is. The man who had 2 bags of gold also came. Master, he said, you entrusted me with 2 bags of gold. I have gained 2 more. His master replied, well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Come and share your master's happiness. So even the man with 2 bags didn't complain about getting only 2 when the other guy got 5. He didn't complain and say, well, what am I going to do with just 2 bags? I can't do anything with it. The guy who had 5, well, he's got more. Of course he can invest. He can build businesses and create jobs. He's got something to do something with. But no, the man with 2 bags actually went out and tried to do something, and he did. He doubled his as well. With 2 more bags. he had faith. His master replied, "Well done, good and faithful servant." Like, okay, I read that already. I'm starting to repeat myself. Then the man who had received 1 bag of gold. This is where I think a lot of people get hooked, as they think, I don't make enough money. Okay, then the man who had received 1 bag of gold came. "Master," he said, "I knew that you are a hard man, harvesting where you have not sown and gathering where you have not scattered seed. So I was afraid. He was afraid to take a chance. He's afraid to take a risk. Who gets ahead in this world? Risk takers. People who take risk. They do. There's no doubt about it. You heard entrepreneur who put everything on the line to start their business. They put everything on the line to improve themselves. How many times have you heard that story? So I was afraid and went out and hid your gold in the ground. See, here is what belongs to you." Okay. His master replied, "You wicked, lazy servant." Oh my God. "So you knew that I harvest where I have not sown and gather where I have not scattered seed. Well then, you should have put my money on deposit with the bankers. So when I returned, I would have received it back with interest. At least put it in the bank and let it collect interest. At least do that." The guy didn't even do that. The bank at least collects some interest. Something. He did nothing. He hid it. He buried it, stuffed it under his mattress, buried it in his backyard. Yeah. So take the bag of gold from him and give it to the one who had his 10 bags. So he told another servant. They took the bag of gold away from him, gave it to the guy who with 10. So whoever his will be given more. So whoever has will be given more. So, okay. So, verse 29. Matthew 25:29. Let me see this again. I'm starting. I've got. I'm having trouble speaking here. For whoever has will. For whoever has will be given more, and they will have an abundance. Whoever does not have, even what they have will be taken from them. So let me read this again. For whoever has will be given more, and they will have an abundance. Whoever does not have, even what they have will be taken from them. The rich get richer and the poor get poor. That's basically what Jesus, the Son of God, is saying. So if you are a have-not, this is the separation between the haves and the have-nots. The haves will multiply their wealth. The have-nots have a different mindset. They squander their money. They waste it on stuff they don't need to impress people they don't know. Wasting their money on an $80,000 truck they can't afford. Wasting it on energy drinks, Labubu, Stanley Cups, Baristas. You heard about the latest from Starbucks, right? The Barista thing? Oh yeah, that's a thing. Pokemon cards. Spending money you don't have. I watched a girl come into George's one day and put $20 to $30 in scratcher tickets instead of buying groceries for her and her little girl. That's what I mean. Are you a good steward with your money? Okay, so let me repeat it again. Whoever has will be given more, and they will have an abundance. Whoever does not have, even what they have will be taken from them. and throw that worthless servant outside into the darkness, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Oh man. Whew. Wow, that's powerful. We're already up to 20 minutes. We're gonna have to end part 1. So that is powerful. I think of people today who, like I said, they spend money. Where does your money go? Are you a good steward with your money? Most ain't. People call into Dave Ramsey every day with money troubles. People go on this show, Caleb Hammer, I think that's his name, and they have money troubles. I see it all the time. You may be asking, how come God doesn't bless me with more? I need more. God, give me. I need a blessing. Please, I need that lifeline. I need a lifeline, God. Give me a lifeline. And he doesn't send it. He sees the whole picture. You just bought an $80,000 truck. You spent $500 going through the drive-through windows. I mean, it adds up. If you do it every day, $10 a day, on the average for some drink, that adds up. Hundreds of dollars a month out the door. You're not being a good steward. You're not tracking your money. I track my money on my phone. I have a banking app now, and I track everywhere it goes. I'm in total control of my money. I have to show God I can be responsible and have a savings account. I got 4 months emergency fund. I'm debt free. You put money on credit cards, you go into debt. What's wrong with paying cash? No interest. You own that. You own it forever. I like owning stuff. I own my car. I like owning. I don't pay a subscription. I pay a subscription to Spotify, maybe, the YouTube Premium, my iCloud service, and that's it. So we're gonna have to cut this video off. We're gonna go into part 2. So we're gonna have, it's hard to say au revoir, so au gratin. We're gonna have to say au gratin to everybody because we gotta go into part 2. We're already up to 23 minutes here. So we're gonna continue this conversation. We're gonna continue this. There's so much ground to cover. Yeah, it's hard to say au revoir. So, au gratin. Are you being a good servant? We're laying the ground. We're a good steward. Are you being a good steward with what you have? We're going to talk more about that in part 2. Stay tuned. Part 2 is coming right up. It's hard to say au revoir, so au gratin. Oh no. It's really good, I promise you.